8 parts. We've reached 8 parts of pure American stupidity. That's 288 stories coming up. And somehow the well of human foolishness never runs dry. From people who weaponize their own incompetence to criminals who invented new ways to get caught, these tales prove that intelligence is optional, but consequences are mandatory. We've scraped the bottom of the barrel, kept digging, and found another barrel underneath. Welcome to 36 more of the dumbest people in US history. Part 8, because apparently evolution is taking a very long coffee break. Number 1. The man who tried to rob a bank with a calculator. In 2009, a man in Pennsylvania needed money and decided to rob a bank without an actual weapon. He walked in, pointed a calculator at the teller, and yelled, "This is a robbery!" The teller stared at the calculator confused. Security tackled him within seconds. He was arrested for attempted robbery. The calculator was entered as weapon in evidence. Math doesn't threaten people. Punchline, he robbed a bank with a calculator. Even tried the power button. Technology, not intimidating. Math, definitely not a weapon ever. Number 2. The woman who called 911 because her Chinese food was cold. In 2014, a woman in New York ordered Chinese food delivery and it arrived slightly cooler than expected. She called 911 demanding police come immediately and force the restaurant to remake her order with hot food right now. Dispatchers explained food temperature complaints aren't emergencies. She was warned about misusing 911. Food stayed cold. Microwave exists for this. Punchline, cold Chinese food equals police emergency. Dispatchers not impressed. Emergency services aren't food warmers. Use your microwave instead, always. Number 3. The guy who sued Red Bull for not giving him wings. In 2013, a man in New York drank Red Bull for 10 years, expecting the "gives you wings" slogan to be literal. When he didn't grow wings or experience superhuman energy, he sued Red Bull for $13 million for false advertising claims made. Red Bull settled for $13 million to avoid trial costs. He won. Everyone got free Red Bull. Literal interpretation of slogans. Profitable, apparently. Punchline, he sued because Red Bull didn't give him wings. Won $13 million. Sometimes stupidity pays, literally. Marketing slogans, now legally binding somehow. Number 4. The woman who tried to hire a hitman on Facebook. In 2016, a woman in Pennsylvania wanted her ex-husband dead and needed someone to do it cheaply. She posted on Facebook asking if anyone knew a hitman she could hire. Publicly, on her personal profile with real name. Multiple people reported her. FBI arrested her for solicitation of murder. The Facebook post was Exhibit A. Social media, forever evidence. Punchline, she hired a hitman on Facebook, public post, real name. Murder for hire requests belong on Craigslist, nowhere. Nowhere at all. Number 5. The man who called police because McDonald's ice cream machine was broken. In 2017, a man in Georgia went to McDonald's specifically for ice cream, but the machine was broken as usual. He called 911 3 times demanding police fix the ice cream machine or force McDonald's to give him ice cream immediately. Police came to his house, not McDonald's. He was warned about 911 misuse. Ice cream machine stayed broken forever like always. Punchline. Broken ice cream machine equals 3 911 calls. Police can't fix McDonald's equipment. This is a national crisis nobody can solve. Number 6. The woman who sued her parents for being born without consent. In 2019, a woman in India, but this concept spread to US discussions, sued her parents for giving birth to her without asking. She argued being born without consent violated her rights. She wanted compensation for being forced into existence without permission to live. Case dismissed globally. Judges noted consent before conception is impossible. You can't ask non-existent people for permission to create them. Punchline. She sued for being born without consent. Lost. Pre-birth contracts. Not feasible. Existence. Non-negotiable after it starts happening here. Number 7. The guy who robbed a bank and took a taxi to the police station. In 2015, a man in New York robbed a bank successfully and escaped with several $1,000s in cash. Feeling guilty immediately, he took a taxi directly to the police station to turn himself in with all the stolen money. Police were confused but arrested him anyway. He confessed everything, sentenced to prison. Guilt, powerful. Intelligence, questionable throughout this situation. Punchline, he robbed a bank, then taxied to police. Turned himself in. Conscience, strong. Planning skills, absolutely non-existent here completely. Number 8. The woman who called 911 because her husband ate her leftovers. In 2018, a woman in Florida had leftover Chinese food in the fridge she was saving for lunch tomorrow. Her husband ate it. She called 911 declaring it theft and demanding his immediate arrest for eating her lo mein noodles. Police explained eating household food isn't theft. Marriage counseling suggested. He bought her new Chinese food. Still not a crime though. Punchline. Eaten leftovers equals 911 emergency. Police don't mediate food theft between spouses. Marriage, tested by lo mein, survived somehow. Number 9. The man who tried to pay his taxes with Bitcoin in 2011. In 2011, a man in California owed the IRS taxes and wanted to pay using Bitcoin when it was worth pennies. IRS rejected it. He argued it was legitimate currency. They disagreed. He refused to pay in dollars out of principle entirely. IRS seized his assets. He eventually paid in dollars plus penalties. Those Bitcoins would be worth millions today. Principles, expensive always. Punchline, he refused to pay taxes in dollars, insisted on Bitcoin, lost everything. Those coins worth millions now. Hindsight, painful. Number 10. The woman who tried to return her adopted dog after 5 years. In 2017, a woman in Illinois adopted a dog from a shelter, had it for 5 years of its life. She tried returning it to the shelter, demanding her adoption fee back because the dog got old and isn't cute anymore. Shelter refused refund but took the dog to protect it. She was banned from adopting again. The dog found a better home immediately. Punchline, she returned a 5-year-old dog for aging. Dogs age. That's biology. Some people don't deserve pets or refunds ever. Number 11. The guy who called 911 because he couldn't figure out his TV remote. In 2016, an elderly man in Arizona bought a new TV with a complicated universal remote control system. Unable to change channels, he called 911 declaring it an emergency that his TV wasn't working properly at home. Police came, showed him how to use the remote. No charges, he was elderly and confused. Officer helped. Wholesome ending actually here. Punchline, he called 911 for TV remote help. Police taught him. Sometimes 911 stories have happy endings. Not often, but sometimes. Number 12. The woman who sued Apple because her iPhone didn't make her popular. In 2015, a woman claimed Apple's advertising implied owning an iPhone would improve her social life and popularity. After buying an iPhone and remaining unpopular, she sued Apple for false advertising, claiming social promises weren't fulfilled at all. Case dismissed immediately. Judge noted phones can't create personality or social skills. Apple won. She stayed unpopular with new legal debt. Punchline, she sued Apple for not making her popular. Lost. Technology can't fix personality. Phones don't create friends automatically ever. Number 13. The man who tried to extort Chipotle with a fake hair. In 2016, a man in California ordered a burrito from Chipotle and ate most of it happily at home. He placed his own hair in the remaining burrito, took photos, and demanded $2,500 from Chipotle or he'd post it online. DNA testing proved the hair was his. He was arrested for attempted extortion. The burrito was evidence. Extortion failed completely here. Punchline, he extorted Chipotle with his own hair. DNA caught him. Science defeats fraud. Burritos, innocent. Scammer, guilty completely. Number 14. The woman who called police because her weed man sold her oregano. In 2018, a woman in Louisiana bought what she thought was marijuana from a dealer on the street. After smoking it and feeling nothing, she realized it was oregano. She called police to report her dealer for fraud. Police came, confiscated the oregano, then laughed and left. No arrests. She admitted buying drugs. Dealer sold legal herbs technically. Punchline, she reported her dealer for selling oregano instead of weed. Police laughed. Technically, he sold legal spices. Fraud. Debatable here. Number 15. The guy who robbed a store and dropped his wallet. In 2012, a man in Ohio robbed a convenience store wearing a mask and gloves for anonymity purposes. During the robbery, his wallet fell out of his pocket onto the counter, complete with ID, credit cards, and address. Police arrested him at home hours later using his driver's license from the wallet. He didn't notice it fell during crime. Punchline: he dropped his wallet during robbery. With full ID, left it behind. Crime tip: check your pockets before and after. Number 16. The woman who sued a haunted house for being too scary. In 2014, a woman in Pennsylvania visited an extreme haunted house attraction that advertised itself as terrifyingly real experience. She was scared, very scared. She sued for emotional trauma, claiming they didn't warn her it would be legitimately frightening at all. Case dismissed. Waiver she signed mentioned trauma. Haunted houses are supposed to scare. That's the entire point of them. Punchline: she sued a haunted house for scaring her. That's its job. Reading waivers, recommended. Common sense. Apparently optional always. Number 17. The guy who robbed a bank to go to jail for healthcare. In 2011, James Veroni of North Carolina was unemployed, uninsured, and had serious health problems he couldn't afford to treat. He walked into a bank, handed the teller a note saying, "This is a bank robbery," and demanded $1. He then sat down and waited for the police. His plan worked. He was arrested and got medical care in jail. His case became a symbol of America's broken healthcare system. Punchline: James had to become a criminal to see a doctor. America, where bank robbery is cheaper than an ER visit. Number 18. The woman who tried to return her kids to the hospital. In 2019, a mother in Texas was having a particularly difficult day with her misbehaving children at home. She drove them to the hospital, demanding to return them like defective products because they wouldn't behave properly at all. Hospital called child services. Investigation followed. Kids stayed with her after counseling. Hospital returns: not available for children ever at all. Punchline: she tried returning her kids to the hospital. Parenting: hard. Returns: impossible. Children aren't products with warranties included here. Number 19. The guy who sued Budweiser for not getting him laid. In 1991, a man in Michigan drank Budweiser for years, expecting their commercials showing men surrounded by women to be realistic. After drinking Budweiser and remaining single, he sued for $10,000, claiming false advertising about attracting women through beer consumption. Case dismissed. Judge noted beer doesn't guarantee romance. Advertising uses fantasy. He stayed single with legal fees now added too. Punchline: he sued beer for not getting him laid. Lost. Beer attracts nobody. Commercials lie. Personality matters more than beverages. Number 20. The woman who called 911 because Walmart wouldn't price match Amazon. In 2018, a woman in Alabama wanted Walmart to price match an Amazon deal she found on her phone. Walmart declined the price match. She called 911, demanding police force Walmart to honor Amazon's pricing immediately for her. Police explained retail pricing isn't criminal. She was escorted out. Amazon and Walmart are separate companies. Still no discount received. Punchline: she called 911 over price matching. Police don't enforce retail sales. Shop at Amazon if you want Amazon prices instead. Number 21. The man who tried to use counterfeit coupons worth $980 million. In 2012, a woman in Arizona, yes, a woman this time, counterfeited coupons worth nearly $1 billion over years. She created fake manufacturer coupons for free products. Retailers accepted them. Manufacturers lost millions before anyone noticed the fraud happening. She was arrested, convicted, and sentenced to prison. The coupon fraud ring was massive. She lived like royalty on stolen coupons. Punchline: she counterfeited $980 million in coupons, worked for years, finally caught. Extreme couponing taken to federal crime levels successfully. Number 22. The woman who sued a dry cleaner for $67 million over lost pants. In 2005, a judge in Washington, D.C. took pants to a dry cleaner. They lost them somehow during cleaning. He sued for $67 million, claiming emotional distress and violation of their satisfaction guaranteed sign displayed in store window. Case dismissed. He lost his judgeship over it. The dry cleaners won. He paid their legal fees, all over one pair of pants. Punchline: he sued for $67 million over pants, lost his job instead. Sometimes winning isn't worth the effort or publicity cost. Number 23. The guy who called police because his prostitute stole his cocaine. In 2017, a man in Florida hired a prostitute and brought cocaine to the encounter for mutual use together. She took the cocaine and left without providing services. He called police reporting theft of his cocaine by the prostitute. Police arrested him for drug possession based on his own report. She was never found. He incriminated himself completely voluntarily here. Punchline: she stole his cocaine. He called police. Arrested himself. Crime victims who are criminals, complicated situations always for police. Number 24. The woman who called 911 because her boyfriend wouldn't propose. In 2016, a woman in Texas had been dating her boyfriend for 5 years and wanted marriage desperately now. After another argument about commitment, she called 911 demanding police force him to propose to her immediately on site. Police explained relationships aren't enforceable. No arrests. Relationship ended after this. Marriage proposal. Never happened at all, ever. Punchline: she called 911 demanding forced marriage proposal. Police declined. Proposals require willingness, not law enforcement intervention ever at all. Number 25. The man who tried to fight a bear and lost. In 2015, a drunk man in Montana encountered a bear outside a bar late at night while intoxicated. He decided to fight the bear, challenged it, threw punches. The bear swatted him once. He lost immediately and severely. Hospitalized with serious injuries. Bear left unharmed. He was charged with public intoxication. Bear pressed no charges against him whatsoever. Punchline: he fought a bear while drunk, lost badly. Bear: 1. Drunk idiot. 0. Never fight wildlife. Physics says you lose. Number 26. The woman who sued Match.com for not finding her a husband. In 2010, a woman paid for Match.com premium membership, expecting guaranteed marriage results from the dating platform. After a year without finding a husband, she sued Match.com for breach of contract and false advertising about finding love. Case dismissed. Dating sites can't guarantee marriages. Human connection isn't contractual. She got a refund to go away quietly. Punchline: she sued Match.com for not finding her a husband. Lost. Apps match people. They can't force marriages or love. Number 27. The guy who called 911 because his mom disconnected his Xbox Live. In 2018, a 23-year-old man in Ohio was living with his mother who canceled his Xbox Live subscription as punishment. He called 911 multiple times demanding police force his mother to reinstate his gaming subscription immediately for him. Police came, sided with mom, told him to move out if he doesn't like rules. He made national news. Still living there, though. Punchline: 23-year-old called 911 on mom over Xbox. Police sided with mom. Growing up, optional. Consequences, mandatory, regardless. Number 28. The woman who tried to return a puppy because it grew into a dog. In 2016, a woman in Florida bought a puppy from a breeder and had it for 8 months happily. When the puppy grew into a full-sized dog, she tried returning it demanding a refund because "I wanted a puppy, not a dog." Breeder refused. She tried suing. Lost. Puppies become dogs. That's biology. Every dog owner knows this basic fact of life. Punchline: she returned a dog for growing up. Puppies age. That's how time works. Biology, not negotiable. Refunds, denied completely. Number 29. The man who robbed a bank next door to a police station. In 2013, a man in California needed money quickly and decided robbing a bank was his best option available. He chose a bank literally next door to a police station. Robbed it. Police responded in 30 seconds from next door. Arrested before leaving the parking lot. Getaway, non-existent. Location research, 0. Fastest police response time ever recorded in history. Punchline: he robbed a bank next to police station. Arrested in seconds. Location scouting, failed. Convenience for police, excellent planning. Number 30. The woman who called 911 because her coffee had too much foam. In 2019, a woman in California ordered a cappuccino at a coffee shop and received it with normal foam. She felt there was too much foam and not enough coffee. Called 911 declaring it fraud, requiring police intervention immediately. Dispatchers explained coffee ratios aren't crimes. She was warned. Cappuccinos have foam. That's what cappuccino means literally by definition. Punchline. Too much foam equals 911 emergency. Police don't regulate coffee ratios. Cappuccinos are supposed to be foamy. Google it first. Number 31. The guy who tried to rob a gun store with a knife. In 2014, a man in Tennessee decided to rob a store. He chose a gun store with a knife weapon. He walked in waving a knife. Everyone inside was armed. Owner, employees, customers, all drew guns simultaneously on him instantly. He dropped the knife and surrendered immediately. Arrested without incident. Worst target selection in robbery history ever documented completely. Punchline. He brought a knife to a gun store, full of guns, and armed people. Darwin Award finalist. Survival instinct missing entirely. Number 32. The woman who sued Disney for making her kids want to go there. In 2011, a mother claimed Disney's advertising was so effective, it manipulated her children into demanding expensive vacations constantly. She sued Disney for emotional distress caused by her children begging to go to Disneyland after seeing commercials on TV. Case dismissed. Judge noted advertising works as intended. Parents can say no. Disney won. She still hasn't taken her kids apparently. Punchline. She sued Disney for successful advertising. Lost. Marketing works. Parenting requires saying no. Disney owes you nothing at all. Number 33. The man who called police to test his meth quality for him. In 2018, another man in Florida, yes again, bought methamphetamine and wanted quality assurance before using it fully. He called police asking them to test his meth for purity and safety. Wanted consumer protection for illegal drug purchase quality. Police came, tested it, confirmed it was meth, arrested him for possession. Quality, verified. Freedom, revoked. Service, provided then denied. Punchline. He wanted police to test his meth quality. They did, then arrested him. Quality control complete. Customer service, jail time. Number 34. The woman who tried to use expired coupons from 1987. In 2019, a woman in Arizona found old coupons in her attic from 1987 and brought them shopping excitedly. She tried using 32-year-old expired coupons at a grocery store. When declined, she called police claiming discrimination against coupons. Police explained expired means expired. No arrests, no discounts. Coupons from 1987 don't work in 2019. Time, linear and unforgiving. Punchline, she used 32-year-old coupons. Called police when declined. Expiration dates aren't suggestions. IME moves forward, coupons don't. Number 35. The guy who live-streamed himself vandalizing his own school. In 2018, a student in Nevada broke into his own high school on weekend to vandalize it for revenge. He live-streamed everything on Instagram, breaking windows, spray painting, showing his face, tagging his location. Real-time crime documentation provided. School watched the live stream live. Police arrested him Monday morning at school. He provided all evidence. Trial, unnecessary almost entirely. Punchline. He live-streamed vandalizing his own school. Showed face. Tagged location. Evidence collection, complete. Criminal intelligence. Non-existent, completely here. Number 36. The man who tried to use a copied $1 bill to buy a car. In 2017, a man in North Carolina wanted to buy a used car, but didn't have enough money for it. He photocopied a $1 bill thousands of times and brought a suitcase full of copied singles to the dealership as payment. Dealership called police immediately. He was arrested for counterfeiting. The copies were terrible. He thought quantity would work instead of quality. Punchline. He paid with photocopied $1 bills for a car. Thousands of fake singles. Counterfeiting and stupidity, a perfect combination. And there you have it. 36 more of the dumbest people in US history. That's 288 total stories across 8 parts. From people who sued beer companies for not getting them laid to those who fought bears while drunk, we've proven that stupidity is America's most abundant natural resource, and it's completely renewable forever. Which story wins the Stupidity Championship? Comment below. Got your own contribution? Share it. This series is eternal and never-ending apparently now. Remember, think before you act. Don't call 911 over cappuccino foam. Don't fight bears. Don't rob banks next to police stations. And please, read expiration dates before using 32-year-old coupons. Thanks for surviving 8 parts. Stay smart, stay safe, and seriously, don't become the reason we write Part 9. Thanks for watching Part 8. Somehow, the people in Part 9 managed to outdo even this level of stupidity. Like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss it.